2022, the city of Utica launched a new program called Pathways to Justice. It was simple, and it worked. We took young men and women who wanted to serve our community. We paid them to train, to volunteer, and to get to know our police and fire departments. A few of them even got hired after that program. Pretty cool, right? Well, Mayor Michael Gleamy took office in 2024, and for 2 summers now, he hasn't run the program. That's despite more than $300,000 of ARPA money still sitting in the account. Money that can't be used for anything else but this program. And if we don't use it, we have to give it back to Washington. That's wasting opportunities for our young people and throwing money away. And it's not the only grant the mayor's left on the table. At the start of this year, Utica was set to lose 5 police positions because the ARPA funding expired. But the federal government stepped up, and they offered us $625,000 to cover half of the police salaries for those 5 officers for the next 3 years. So I emailed the mayor multiple times, asking him to accept the funding and keep those positions on the force. He refused. And yet when I found a $350,000 accounting error the mayor made over budgeting for police salaries, he called the union to accuse me of trying to cut the force. That's politics, and I'm glad the union saw through it. Meanwhile, people like Cindy here tell me that I'm the one defunding the police. So, let's talk facts. Of the 165 police positions, the city has at least 10 of those unfilled right now. And that number's going to grow before we can even give another exam next year. Retirements, transfers, vacancies. By the end of this year, we could be down up to 24 officers. So the mayor just shrugs and says there's nothing he can do. But there is something he could do. The police union wanted to discuss ideas on how to retain officers and keep people from leaving. And instead of those conversations moving forward, the union president says that the mayor will not take his calls or return emails. Instead, he decided to put a dog shelter in the police maintenance garage. So now whatever officers we do have left spend time walking dogs when they should be walking beats. One's already been bitten, the union's filed a grievance, and it's because our officers didn't sign up to be kennel staff. And of course, parking enforcement is down too because those officers were pulled to fill the gap for animal control. Which, by the way, revenue from parking tickets are on pace to continue their double-digit drop since the mayor took office. Not me though. Don't worry, I still get them. And my other issue with all this going on is that earlier this year, Barrack Street business owners met with the mayor, and he told them flat out that we don't have the staff to police the strip like we used to. And for now, he's also dissolved our award-winning community outreach division. It's one of the few programs that actually promotes and builds trust between our officers and our neighborhoods. Now look, maybe the mayor doesn't think we need 165 officers on the street. But if that's what he believes, he should be honest and tell the public and take those positions out of the budget. Because right now, you're paying taxes for positions he's not filling. I'm open to a real conversation about how many police we need, and what kind of policing do we want. But for starters, our officers shouldn't be walking dogs, and our taxpayers should not be paying for empty jobs. And if it is happening, you should know.